Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 2 of Golf Sixes here at the Centurion Club in England. Time now to welcome your hosts, Anna Whiteley and Vernon Kay.
Okay, hello and welcome to the knockout stages of Golf Sixes. Yesterday we saw an incredible day of action as the 16 countries battled it out in the group stages with the aim of making it through to today.
Only the top 2 from each group could progress, and here are how the quarter-final lineups. First up, it's England versus Italy. Following that, we've got Denmark versus France. Next up will be Thailand versus Australia. And last but not least, it is Scotland versus Portugal.
Oh, stop it! I think England are playing today, ladies and gentlemen. The golf comes thick and fast because almost as soon as the quarter-finals are over, the winners are back out for the semi-finals at 2:10. Then there's the 3rd and 4th place playoff at 4:10. And at 4:25, it's the big one. It's the final of the Golf Sixes.
Oh, yes. Just like yesterday, the teams will be playing the Greenstones format, where both players in a team hit tee shots, and after that, they alternate shots.
If you want to get in touch, then you can do. Use all your social media as long as you use the hashtag Golf Sixes. So who's ready for some golf action, ladies and gentlemen? All right, here we go. Strap yourselves in. Let's introduce the teams. And the man who's going to do it for us is Mr. Showbiz himself. Here we go. It's the main man, Mr. Andy Collins.
Thank you, Vernon. Let's welcome the first team. It's Team England, Chris Wood and Andy Sullivan. Let's meet their opponents. It's Team Italy! Matteo Benassero and Renato Pastore! Okay, Golf Sixes, the first team to tee off will be Team England!
Quarterfinal number 1, and it sees the top seed to the Golf Sixes, England, up against the 15th seeds in Italy. Chris Wood and Andy Sullivan, a heroic display in session 3 of the group stages, stamping their authority on this as the top seeds. And a big day ahead as the top seeds take on the number 15 seeds in the tournament. England, Italy, Matteo Benassero and Renato Pastore. David Howell alongside me in the commentary box today. And a big statement from the English pair in session 3 yesterday, David.
Oh, they played superbly well yesterday afternoon against the Dutch boys to be here today. Great atmosphere down there. Oh, what a shot from Woody. Fantastic opener from the English boys.
And for those joining us for the first time, the Greensomes format means they'll both hit the tee shot. They will pick the best one. So in this case, a lot of pressure off Andy Sullivan here as well, because a stunning approach to this first hole, which we are calling Showtime this week. What an atmosphere around this first tee. Chris Wood's ball it will be.
Yeah, we'll forget that one. Oh, great atmosphere though, isn't it? Not easy for the boys, actually. They're out of their comfort zones, all that noise. They'll be enjoying it. But not easy. Super shot from Woody.
The youngest partnership in the tournament. Matteo Manassero, four-time winner on tour, alongside the youngest player in the whole event, Renato Paratore. Matteo up first.
Well, not so good, really. Not a long iron, this, just a 7 or 8. Paratore doesn't mess around. Quickest player on tour. Oh, that's a stunner. Goodness me, what a reply.
It's heated up a bit. It was a bit overcast yesterday, but the sun is out today, and the golf is absolutely startling from the get-go as well. Two stunning shots from Chris Wood and Renato Paratore as they make their way down this first hole. The crowds have flocked out to see another wonderful day here at the inaugural Golf Sixes.
That is exactly what we want.
And there is the view through the stunning trophy on show here this week. Well, the English pair making their way down that first hole, and alongside them to have a chat is our man, Wayne Riley.
Hello, everybody. I've got Sully beside me here. Sully, great tee shot on the first.
Thanks, mate. Yeah, you know, really got it, stuck it in tight there. You know, I've got the putter out ready to go, so buzzing, mate. Buzzing.
You've got the man there. He's hit it in there nice and tight. Both teams, you and Italy, have done the same sort of thing. Good shots. Yesterday, 5 under after 6. You. I'm going to ask you a question, Sully. Why do people like you so much?
I've been asking myself the same question for a long time, Radar. You know what I mean? I have no idea. You know, I think they just, I don't know, take to my stupidity all the time, really.
Well, we're going to have a good day. This is Golf Sixes. Golf like you've never seen before. It's going to be a blast. Let's get on with it.
Oh, it certainly is, Radar. And David, he jokes there about not knowing why people like him so much. It's fairly evident when you see his interaction with the crowd there, and even the mascot on the way down the stairs.
Yeah, absolutely. And even with the players when he's playing golf, he's a great fun guy to play golf with, even in the heat of battle in a tournament. And, you know, he's a great fun guy to be around. That's why people like him.
One of the great things about having such a big personality, that isn't really the end of his qualities. He backs it up by being a world-class performer. Both he and Chris Wood part of that European side at the 2016 Ryder Cup. No doubt a pair that we'll see a lot going forward in Ryder Cup formats as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure they'll be there in the future. And you know, with all the razzmatazz and the fun and the interaction with the crowd we're having, these guys, they desperately want to win this inaugural Golf Sixes. And Sully and Chris Wood, they are the strongest pairing in this field. They are the Ryder Cup players. They know what match play is all about. So they'll be determined to please this really excitable crowd that they're taking with them.
They are the 15th seeds, the Italians, but probably doesn't do them justice. Such strong players, real up-and-coming player in Renato Paratore and Matteo Manassero, only a young man, but already 4 wins on tour. Past winner of our flagship event on the European Tour, the BMW PGA Championship, which of course this man alongside me has also won. And a good opportunity here on the first green, David, for the English to make a bit of a statement.
Certainly is. 6 holes to go. You've got to take all your chances in this format. Oh! No. No, no, no. Plenty of break on that putt, just under read it. It had enough pace on it, so the Italians will have a very fast putt, but it's only 4 feet straight down the hill. Superb opportunity to go 1-0 up.
There's evidence of it being a young team. The oldest individual player in the field this week has been Tongchai Jaidi. They're of course still in it, the ties. He's 47 years of age, so between them still younger than Tongchai. This to take the lead.
That was a nervy stroke, wasn't it? Not much backswing. All follow through. That's match play, of course, so they've given them that one. It was a fast putt, but the English boys have dodged a bullet there for sure.
There are no ups and downs this week. That was used a lot in the group stages to create sort of a goal difference, so to speak. Hole difference. And they're keeping the same theme throughout this. They win holes, so it'll be, if the English win 2 holes, they'll be 2-0 up. And it will run as far as it needs to, whereas they played all 6 in the first or in the group stages. Because this is match play, if they are 2 holes up with just 1 hole to play, then of course that match is over and the team that is up will progress. One of the other much fancied teams in this quarterfinal draw are the French team, of course. Real form with them. Alexander Levy, the most recent winner on the European Tour, and our very own Henny Zoel is alongside them.
I am. I'm with the man of the moment, Alex Levy. Just come off a win, feeling good, playing well this week. Good vibes all round.
Yeah, it's nice. It was a good win last week for me. But this week is different. It's funny things. And I think it's a really good idea to play a tournament like that. And it's a really good idea from European Tour.
Now, obviously, this is a new format, something different. And I watched yesterday, you guys are still ridiculously competitive out there. You want to win. Just tell us quickly what this win this week would mean to you.
It will mean a lot because first time from iPro, I play for a French flag. And for me, it's important to win a tournament with a French flag on the back. And yeah, Greg also like to play under the French flag. And for me, it's a goal to win this week.
Brilliant. Well, good luck out there. I'll be walking with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
No wind out here today. It's just ideal. Blue sky, it's happening. It's a heat wave in England, let me tell you. It's a heat wave. It's 18 degrees.
A big hit there from Sullivan, just chasing out through the fairway, but the lie looks clean. And with Wood down the left-hand side, that might be the preference.
Yeah, there was a bit of pressure on Sully there, so nicely in play.
It's going to be a good match, this. It's one of those matches that you expect one of those, the players on the first, you would expect one of them to make a birdie. Didn't happen. Just trying to whip it down the left side. Unconventional swing. He kind of chicken wings it with the left arm. I'm not sure who it reminds me of, but it's almost Jeev Milka Singh-like, how he chicken wings it. This guy's not long off the tee. Youngest player to win on the European Tour when he won at Sergio's place, Masters champion. I was there watching that down at Castillon. Good player. Doesn't hit it high, hits it quite low, knuckleballs it, gets a little release on the fairway.
It's not long, it's in the fairway, and it won't be his ball that they use. You can see, especially on the angle of this hole, a dogleg to the left-hand side. Definitely the ball of Paratori will be the choice there. So they're off and running. The number 1 seeds up against the number 15 seeds. Italy should favour England, but that is going to be quite the contest. And of course, look at that, an exciting contest right at the bottom as well. Scotland up against Portugal. It's going to be a great day 2 at the Golf Sixes. So some big contests ahead, David. If you're looking at this leaderboard now, going into these quarterfinals, pick me your final.
Well, you put me under the cosh there. I think England are going to make their way through to the final. They're going to do these fans proud. And I quite fancy the tie pairing, to be honest with you. I think they've got a good chance of making it through as well. Bit of experience with Tongchai Jaidi, so could well be England versus Thailand for me.
So a big portion of crowd travelling with the English team, but still plenty of people around. Showtime, the first hole here at the Golf Sixes. A big day ahead, great representation of the European Tour, and I am delighted to say that the CEO of the European Tour, Keith Pelly, has joined us in the commentary box. Keith, thank you so much for being here. This is your baby. Tell us a little bit about what you're hoping to achieve here and what you've been so proud of so far.
Well, I think it's been a great learning experience, Nick, to be honest with you. It's certainly been a great team effort to put this together, and I said the other day that we made up a lot of it on the go. Because we put it together in 3 months, and some things have worked, and we're hearing from the players, and we're hearing from yourselves, and we're hearing from fantastic response from social, people giving us suggestions and thoughts. But I think we're on to an idea here that can really grow, and you look at Chris and Andy there. Both of them were just chatting to me on the putting green, and Chris had 2 great ideas, and I said, oh, save those for next year, and Andy said, hey, definitely, he loves it, so it's been great.
Well, we are delighted to have the CEO of the European Tour, Keith Pelly, with us in commentary to talk us through some of this action and also some of the great things that we're seeing here with Golf Sixes, something that Keith and the whole of the European Tour are very proud of. Going around, Keith, and seeing what's going on here, there's been such great interaction from the players, and is that what this format really relies on, the players to engage? And is that one of the perks of the European Tour, is that we have such great players for this sort of format?
Well, the players' response and the players' commitment to interacting with the fans has been just absolutely nothing short of sensational. As you look at Chris here and Andy are perfect examples. They're obviously fan favorites. The home crowd is behind them. They certainly have come out in droves today. The sun has come out, but they both, as we look at Chris's, what's he looking at here? How far has he got here, David?
Oh, probably about a 6-iron, I would have thought. Second shot to the second.
Oh yes, come on, give a great big cheer.
Yeah, good shot.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, there's a chance there.
So, but when Chris just stopped me on the putting green and we had a great conversation, he said, "I've got a couple of ideas for next year," and I think that's what this is all about: is bringing everybody together. The people on social that have come out and given us some thoughts as we watch Matteo here. Who that putt yesterday was just phenomenal to get to this far.
Yeah, there was a couple of really high energy crucial moments at the end of yesterday, and his putt from 40 feet on the last, absolutely one of them to
great shot
here,
good shot. So the players have been so supportive, and they've been so open to discussing different things and different ideas, and you can't ask for anything more from the players, and we're definitely onto something here. We just need to improve it.
Definitely moving in the right direction as we move to the direction of quarterfinal 2.
It's time now for the second of our quarterfinals. Please welcome Team Denmark, Torbjørn Arnesen and Lucas Bigard.
I agree. Just good. You've got to really time the clock.
Let's welcome their opponents, Team France, Alexander Levy and Gary Bola.
Wow, what a buzz. What a buzz for these players coming
really
down here.
enjoying it,
Absolutely
David.
fantastic.
And to play first will be Team Denmark.
Big match ahead, Denmark versus France. Number 5 seeds in Denmark, but the number 6 seeds in France. And Keith, one of the things that people would have talked about coming in here, will the 6-hole format find the right kind of winners? Well, 5 of the top 6 seeds have made it through to the knockout stage. So clearly, the 6-hole format still enables us to find the best players at the very end.
You and I talked about that. We talked about that last week, and that's exactly what has happened. Is the 5 of the top 6 seeds have made it through, and it'll be interesting to see what happens today. Here's another, just Thorborn, Olsen, who is not only just a great player, but a great supporter of the game and has been wonderful in this format. He's just loved the interaction with the fans.
4-time winner on tour, Torbjorn Olesen.
He was hitting the ball a country mile yesterday. Let's see what his accuracy is like this morning. That's a decent shot. Uphill putt, should they choose that tee shot. Lucas Bjerregaard can now have a bit of a free wheel and try and knock one stone dead.
David is someone who's obviously won tournaments on the European Tour, 5 times a winner. Lucas Bjerregaard still looking for that first win. To win here, what does that do for your belief? I know it's a different style of format and it's different to our regular European Tour events, but it still means something, doesn't it?
Oh, it certainly will. And to win this event, you're going to have to hit some great shots at some key moments, and that's the belief that you're all trying to find and get that confidence. So, sure, he'll want to go on and win an individual event, but this experience will only aid in that lovely shot there.
Lovely shot.
No nerves there for Lucas.
No, they're in tough too. Boy, because Gregory Bordy and Alexander Levy are playing some great golf. And, I just went up and down the range just prior to coming here. And to thank the players for their unwavering support of it. And everyone had a smile on their face. And everyone has enjoyed it.
That certainly comes across from watching them interact on the golf course.
Fantastic. The golfers are such a special athlete.
Gregory Bordy, line up and down.
Have you enjoyed it?
It's been a blast. It's been a different style for us as well in here, and to be able to talk more openly about what's going on, and the interaction has been so great with the players out there. I think it brings something new to the mix for us as well.
Well, I think what's really important is, like I said, we've learned a lot from it. The key is to get the mix right. It needs to be entertaining, but it needs to have the integrity of the game. And I think we're definitely onto that.
This first tee experience has just been sensational, no doubt about that. The Ryder Cup first tee experience now has just become one of the best mornings of sport, that first tee. But the players, not all players are going to get to experience that at a Ryder Cup. But here they are at the Golf Sixes, and they're experiencing something in some way similar, and that'll be a real buzz for them, no doubt about that.
An excellent day out for the family as well here. Big crowds, granddads, grandmothers, men, women and children all out to support this great event. And hopefully golf will win a few new fans here as well. Second green over the tier.
Golf course is looking nice too. The 6-hole sets up really, really well. And it's definitely risk and reward.
Yeah, it's a lovely loop around the tented village as well. Not too far to walk for the galleries. You can stay pretty central.
So a chance here for Paratore to take a 1-0 lead for the Italians. Oh, isn't there anywhere else? And the early lead.
1-0 to Italy.
We're not allowed to be biased, David.
Big putt.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, you're going to hear a lot from him in the coming years.
Yeah, well, great putt there. We like watching good golf.
So that's how the leaderboard stands at the moment. The first hole of this knockout stage is the quarterfinals going to the Italians. A 1-0 lead over England at the moment. Denmark and France just out onto the golf course. And of course, we still have to look forward to those 2 other quarterfinals to come. And when you look at those last couple of matchups there, Scotland as well, they were ranked down near the end of the field in terms of the seeds coming in here. What do you expect from them? In fact, they were the 16th seed coming in here. But two players, of course, that are more than capable, multiple winners on tour in Ramsey and Mark Warren.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, listen, the seeds have come through to this knockout stage, as you say, so it has worked out well, but now it's just, you know, it's match play, it's 6 holes, they're all great players, and getting through that first day will have been a real goal for all the players, and now it's just, you know, sort of dog-eat-dog situation, so they've got to get straight out there. Mark Warren and Rishi Ramsey, they're probably slightly stronger players than Gouveia and Lima, but hey, when these guys are playing for their countries and they're representing the nation and holding that flag, well, that could be the extra little bit of zip in their game that all these players need.
Back to this first green, Alexander Levy will be the man putting, choosing the ball of Gregory Bordy.
It's a really nice thing representing your country. Actually, you know, as amateurs, most of these guys will have played amateur golf before the, you know, top level amateur golf, where you play a lot of representative golf for your country. Then you turn pro and it's all about you, and you're on your own. And the team format, you know, representing your country as well, it all adds to the mix, and that's why these guys are enjoying it so much this week.
Keith, in a bigger picture as well, with Ryder Cups going forward, having more formats where, especially because there's a lot of Europeans involved in this format this week as well, building that camaraderie on this tour, which there's already plenty of, can only be a positive, can't it, towards our Ryder Cup success of the future as well?
Well, I think so. That's an interesting, Nick. I hadn't thought of that before. Oh. But there's somebody there who just missed that, Alexander Levy, who's certainly wants to play on the Ryder Cup, and having a French representative on the team for 2018 at Le Golf National would be a significant, I think, boost to the team. So we're hoping that he plays really well as the qualifying starts in a couple of months. Here's another player that he was with us in Hazeltine as Thorburn looks at it. And Thorburn said, we sat on the plane going to Hazeltine, and he said, I really want to make that Ryder Cup team. And he was there to help Thomas as a vice captain last year, and he wants to be there as a player.
Nice move on the first hole from Torbjorn. Thunderbear strikes a blow.
Over here on the right-hand side, Team England in the middle of the fairway. Wonderful tee shot. Team Italy, 2 balls over here on the right-hand side. They're discussing. The one in the bunker over there on the right, they're thinking about it because it's a clean lie. But I think they'll go with this one right here. But it's sitting down. It's quite a nasty lie. And it's uphill all the way. I don't think they can reach. They've got 247 yards to go. But this lie is a little iffy. They're going to pick the one up out of the bunker right now. Or are they? Or are they? See, they're looking at it. You've got to take the one in the rough, surely.
Is that lip too big on that bunker to be able to get it to the green radar?
Not a problem with the lip, Nick. Not a problem whatsoever. It's just a matter of the one in the rough that Matteo's looking at is they need a jumper. They need this thing to come out fast. They have picked the one up out of the bunker, so they are playing Matteo's. He's going to pull out a little 3-wood, a little baffy, a little spoon, some kind of club. But it's a big hit. The ball's sitting above his feet. It's a hooky lie. So, as I said, 247 of his best.
So the keys to this shot, David?
Well, the ball's slightly above his feet as well, so he's got to guard against missing left. The pin is on the right-hand side. So somewhere in the neck of the green he'll be happy with, I would have thought. There we go. He's just trying to get to that fairway. He's just come slightly shy, but pretty good leave.
Matteo, you thought about playing the one in the bunker there, but you went with that one.
Yeah, we went with that one just because we see they have a clear opportunity of going for the green. And the lie was okay. It was just a stance was quite bad. So we went for a risk. I mean, we just stole the second. We just won the second round. So we were trying to get as close as possible.
A good shot there to thread it between those bunkers. You managed to avoid those sandy graves.
As good as I thought it would have.
Wanted a jumper.
Yeah, I wanted to jump a little bit, and that left bunker was fine for us. So that's the idea we went for, and still have an opportunity for birdie.
You won up.
Don't know how long for though, Radar. What a shot from Chris Wood that was on the par 5. Stunning. And England could be very well be about to move back into that match, maybe getting a point back. That's how it stands right now. England trailing, but for how long? Well, Vernon Kay is out there and he's with the Australians.
So I'm here with Scott and Sam, the Australian team. Fellas, the sun has come out for you. Feeling confident?
The sun will stay up.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we're hoping so.
No, it's been a great tournament so far, and there's a little bit of pressure on you guys because Brett Rumford won the World Sixes in Perth. So do you feel a little bit of pressure?
Look, yeah, it'd be great to get the double, but we'll just go out and see what happens and try and have fun. It's been a great event so far, so hopefully we can continue the fun out there, and the crowd interaction is great as well.
Well, let's hope it continues. Now, we're on the putting green, and whilst you're here as an amateur golfer, I'm going to try and get a couple of tips from you guys. Now, Sam, I've got your putter. Scott, you've got yours. Can you just give us a basic putting tip, please? Because we read in magazines, we get all these tips from friends about how you actually physically putt. But what is it about the green that we have to read that will guarantee those putts going in?
Well, obviously, up and down. This is a downhill putt. But the easiest way to tell whether a putt's really quick is if you can see the dark patch around the hole, how it's dark, that means that the grass is growing into you. There's shiny going down here, means the grass is falling away. So whenever you see a shiny putt, it's going to be much quicker. It's going to roll with the grass. There's not as much friction to pull the ball up. So this will be a quick putt going down shiny. Near the hole, it should pull up. The grass should be back into the ball, slows down a little bit.
All right, okay, well, after you.
After me?
Yeah.
I thought you were putting.
All right, well, go on, after you. All right, well,
ladies
there you
first.
go. All right, thank you very much. Oh, that's
It's a little.
That pink microphone suits you, Scotty.
All right, here we go.
It's a little right to left and a little quick. Oh, look at this! Look at this! Oh! And see, it's pulled up quite fast when it gets to the hole into the dark patch of grass there. So that's pretty much all you've got to look at when you're looking at a putt, is whether you're going up or down, then look at the colour of the grass. Shiny means it's quick, dark means it's a little slower.
All right, fellas, thank you very much.
No worries.
Well.
Pleasure.
Cheers. How small?
Paratore from the rough, and not bad at all, but the English in very good shape there. So advantage to Wood and Sullivan. Keith Pelly, the CEO of the European Tour, has a lot on his plate, a lot going on here for the European Tour. So we want to pass it over to you for a final comment before you go on what has been a superbly successful week.
Well, thank you very much, Nick. Thanks, David, and thanks to everybody at Sky for believing in the format and really investing with us in it. And this is something that we'll build on. Thanks to all the media for coming out and want to hear their feedback. Thanks to all the fans, not only that are here, but everybody that's watching on Sky and following it on different platforms. We want to hear your feedback. This is something, and finally, you've got to thank the players, because if you just saw, these guys are just to have that interview with Matteo after he hit a shot, and then as you're seeing Chris Woods. I don't think I've seen anything better from a television perspective in golf in so many in years. It was terrific. So I just again we're gonna take what we've learned and build on this. But there's no doubt this will be back.
Without doubt. Thank you very much, Keith. And as you go, maybe you should know that we're getting people to get in touch with us with using the hashtag Golf6. And just so you know, you don't have to take our word for it. Here's one for you. The European Tour got it right with Golf6s. Nice change up and fun to watch. This is how to help the game grow.
Wow. Well, thanks very much as we watch Andy Sullivan try to get even here in what is a fantastic match, England-Italy. I'm going out to watch it, guys. Thanks again for having me.
Thanks, Keith.
Cheers, Keith.
This is straight up the hill. A little bit of right to left in it, not a lot.
That'll be an eagle 3. Put me down for a 3. Sully's got the ear happening. That'll do it.
Here comes the noise.
It's all tied up, chap.
Come on, England.
That Keith Pelly, I tell you what, he does a good job for the European Tour, don't you think? What we've got to do now is get that Australian Open down there in my country on the European Tour. They have to see the light in my country. Join the European Tour with our National Open.
There
it's
we
the
go.
way forward.
Couldn't agree more, Radar. I think all these players would love to play on one of those great Melbourne courses.
We used to go down there a lot, didn't we, as well, back in the day for tournaments. Let's hope that we get to go down there as well. So many amazing courses down in Australia. The English. Nice move. And Sully trying to bring the crowd into it as well they should, and they will oblige. The next hole, though, for them is the shot clock hole. 30 seconds, started at 40. They've moved it down to 30 because the players have been so good with this. And, of course, if they don't hit it in time, there is a penalty shot. And as Keith Pelly leaves the commentary box, I'm delighted to say that Vinnie Jones has joined us again. Vinnie, good to see you.
Morning, how's everything?
We're good, Vinny. We're good. The sun is shining. The crowds have come out. And it's 1-1 England-Italy at the moment.
Yeah, I see that. We've just been battling the traffic. It's going to be a bigger crowd today. We just got off the M1. It's all the way here. Sun's out. This is our index 1 normally on the normal 18 holes.
And Vinny, of course, you are a member here. How proud are you of how well it's been showcased this week, this wonderful club, the Centurion
It's been great. You know, it's all over the social media, it's in the newspapers. It's really gathering momentum, I think. And, you know, look at the crowds now. This is a great buzz to see this. And as you say, Scott Evans has done such a magnificent job getting this together.
Yeah, Scott's been at some great clubs over his years. No doubt the reason why he came here to make the difference, and he certainly has. Now a European Tour venue.
Yeah, he was involved at Bearwood Lakes, and we played down there, and just so pretty with all the, you know, the lakes and everything.
Yeah, Manacero, he's taking driver. Not quite as long as the other guys. He's generally arrow straight, and that gamble has paid off.
That's a great drive there.
And Vinny, a sign as well that the course has changed a lot since yesterday, because of course this hole they're all hitting drivers yesterday into that breeze, which isn't the prevailing one here, is it?
Yeah, it's, you know, I mean, it's quite difficult to see whether it's a little swirling wind or not, but you'd certainly get plenty of yardage when you're hitting downwind. But it really hurts you, you know, obviously hitting into the wind. I said yesterday, 18, you're nearly always hitting into the wind.
Yeah, average shot there from Bordy. Really medium iron. Tough hole the second. Some 470 odd yards.
This is the birdies for good hole as well. £500 for every birdie made, going to the European Tours charity.
Huge drive from Breargard. Just a wedge for Olesen. Gone straight at the pin. And they're off to a flyer, the Danes.
Right, so listen, we've got...
Quarterfinal number 3, Thailand versus Australia. And Kiradek Afibanrat striking off showtime.
I just feel now walking around, I feel that the players are starting to take it serious. You know, yesterday was quite, I thought, easy going, they was having a laugh. I just feel they've tensed up a bit, thinking, you know, there's a lot of money at stake here.
Yeah, well, that's important, you know. We want that competitive edge. This is not just, you know, it's looking great on TV, but these guys are professionals, and without the competitive instinct aspect coming across, then it's not going to be the same. So, too right, they should be taking it seriously.
Vinny, you've represented Wales in football. You've obviously represented your country as well. Yes, there's great money for it, 200,000 for the winning team to split. But winning for your country still means a lot for them.
Always
doesn't it,
special.
as well?
Always special. You know, you put that. That's what you say. You put the shirt on, and it was great. You're playing for the nation.
I think the guys are aware as well, with this being the first first version of the sixes, you know, it's the beginning of something. It would be nice to put that for your name on the trophy, you know, get the England flag on the trophy, and who knows what this is going to build into. We're going to have more of them, and it could turn into something very big in the world of golf.
I think the English boys are desperate to win this. They really are. I think it'd be fantastic for the crowd as well. They had the biggest gallery yesterday, following them around.
Yes, they will today. Alexander Levy's put on the second on the way down, just a little shy. They are 1-0 down to the Danes at the moment.
We've got an easy flag here. It's just a gift, just a wedge from 121. If he wants to just pump it behind it and spin it off that back stop, he can. He won't be happy with that.
Yeah, it's a decent shot, wasn't it? But with the wedge in their hand, in this format, they wanted to knock them stone dead. And that isn't stone dead. It's a good 15 feet from the hole.
I tell you what, the Italians don't mess around with the pace of play. Let me give you the strong tip. This boy just gets up and hits it, which is refreshing.
That did look like it was too far away as well, just going a little far over that ridge and not managing to catch it to bring it back down to the hole, skewing off to the right instead, and that doesn't look like it's that easy a putt.
No, well, we played in the Pro-Am the other day and they were a little bit long and they were producing fantastic little chips coming back, but I think they've learned that, you know, you've got to be under the flag on that hole. I mean, just to show you there, they're hitting 120. I hit a good drive there on Friday. I had 217 in. That's the difference with these boys, you know.
Well, that's why they're out here today, and you're in here with us, Vinny.
Well, I was watching this last night, and they don't on TV show as fast as these greens are. You know, they're a lot faster than they look on the TV.
Just about 11.2 on the stimp meter. We'll get into, I'll let David explain what that is in just a moment, but that was Tongchai JID on the first hole for his two. Wasn't to be, so a par for them. This is Bordy to draw the hole. And in it goes. So still 1-0 down to the Danish pair. So go on, David. Stimp meter. What does 11.2 mean?
11.2 means that you roll the ball off a ramp, and it's a standardized feature, and the ball rolls 11.2 feet, or 11 feet 2 inches, and that is the speed of the greens. They do it into the grain and down grain. They get an average, and on tour we like the greens about 11 o'clock. That's a pretty standard pace for a professional golf tournament. Most clubs here in the UK would be running more around 9, 10 on a really fast day, so much faster than you would get to experience at a normal club on a normal weekend. 11
for Anam, though, Vinny. Bit twitchy.
Yeah, it is. We had our member guest last year, and they were running like 12, 13, and it was a simple par 4, short par 4, but there were 7 and 8s coming in because it was like a turtle back, and it just kept rolling off.
Good effort there from Manacero. Good effort. It was a poor shot in from Paratore. Got to make birdies with the wedges in your hand in this format.
Got to be a good chance coming up for the English here, though, Radar.
Yeah, Vinny. Let me ask you a question. You go from playing for Wimbledon and then to become a movie star. What's that all about? How'd you do that?
Oh, very easy. Anybody can do it. Just put your mind to it.
Yeah.
No, I did a cameo while I was still playing for Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, Guy Ritchie's first movie, and I won Best British Newcomer. So it sort of went from there. Then a couple of years later, I got asked by Jerry Bruckheimer to do Gone in 60 Seconds. So I had a decision to make whether to carry on in football, which was my desire. I was assistant manager at Queen's Park Rangers at the time. I wanted to go on and be a successful manager. It's the only thing I haven't really achieved that I'd have loved to have done.
So what do you do with all the money?
The family takes it. I've got a big family, mate.
Torbjorn Olesen letting one ride and losing it way to the right.
He'll still see the green from there, though. He'll have a shot there if that's the one they've got to take.
He'll be hoping it isn't.
The Danish pairing are definitely the most powerful pairing off the tee this week. They've got 300 yards with ease in the air, those two guys.
So we saw the effort of Scott Hend. Drifted good way past.
There you have it, and as they head off to tee number 2, let's hear it to Team Australia.
Well, this is the nearest the pin hole. And we saw some crackers in here yesterday. Just over a foot was the best we saw in the group stages. This is the first effort to date.
Jameson bar at the back there.
We've got to watch the spin here today. We've got a little bit of hurt in the air. It's just a full wedge or maybe a dead arm 9-iron. You just got to try to eliminate that spin because of that hurt in the air. Flag all the way back. It's a good pin position.
Just missing the ridge. That's the one it's drifting down. That's not so much spin, just the weight of the ball on the slope.
There's water on the left there that you can't see as well. You know, if they pull it a little bit left, big bounce and it goes in the water there over on the left of them bunkers.
That's quite an interesting point though, Vinny. David, are you seeing that water as a tour pro?
Nah, not in this format. No, that would be an absolute shocker. These boys are playing well. With the pin position where it is, that's not in their mind. Of course, if they tuck the pin left, then it might well come into play. But
this will suit Andy Sullivan, this flag position and the wind direction. Oh, airmail.
He's long.
That's a bad
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Team Italy.
Two disappointing shots there from the English boys, really. Wooders was close to being good. Just going to have to come up that ridge.
You can see the ridges there. And if
He
you're
hits it
coming
quite
from left
flat.
to right, it slopes round to the right as well, coming back.
It's a bit of a gift today. He'll fancy it.
Doesn't like it. Yeah, pretty average for this standard. Not his best, so plenty of room in there. And if Paratori can deliver, well, a stunning shot into this short par 3 at 1-1 this match, it could be a decisive blow.
Might be some nerves creeping in there.
He doesn't mess about. He just tees it up and hits it. It's incredible how fast he plays.
There it is. Stunning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's here for Team England.
Wow.
Team Italy.
Super shot from
You want
Paratori
to
there.
get out there and support this, so we're going to let you go. We're going to hear from you a little bit later on in commentary as well. Thanks
I'll
for
come
coming
and
in
see
again.
you, lads. Cheers, boys.
Cheers, Vinny. Have fun out there, buddy.
That's how it stands right now. 1-1 in the England-Italy match after 4 holes. And a beautiful shot from Paratori means the heat is on if Wood and Sutherland want to progress through to the semis.
Yeah, it's crunch time now. That glorious shot from Paratori. Just a tap in, probably a gimme in fairness. Had a lot of pressure on England now. These matches are short and sharp.
All to play for, and a brilliant shot from Paratori under the conditions. He was given the opportunity by... It was a good shot in from Chris Wood, a little unlucky. Quite a bad misjudgment from Andy Sullivan, but you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to make sure he finds that top shelf, isn't he?
Yeah, it was. And it just airmailed the green, and then great shot from Paratori. You know, just when it matters. They might be showing a... There'll be some nerves. The pressure's on, put it that way. These guys are now playing under pressure.
How are these guys, you know, maybe a lot of folks home watching thinking, well, spin's not an issue for me. It's something I wish I had more of. But, of course, it is for these players, isn't it? How are guys managing to control that spin, take spin off a ball when they've only got a wedge in their hands like that?
Yeah, well, you're always trying to take just that little bit more extra club and hit it a little bit more softly, ultimately. You see Paratori there, he hardly followed through as well. He really punched his in there. So he had a nice yardage. And you know what, sometimes with golf, depending on how far you hit the club, the yardage just suits you. It just looked perfect for Paratori there. So there's always the vagaries of that. As good as these guys are, it's hard to control your distance between 1 or 2 different yards.
Just a little bit of right to left in this for Sully, straight up the hill, coming up a little ridge. They're both going to work with it, and rightly so. It's not an easy part. It's not one of those that you would make a whole lot. What would you make? Out of 10, you might make 2. That's about it. on a good day. They're under the cosh, though. The Italians in there nice and tight.
That looks like it's almost in gimme range, Radar, that Italian ball.
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations that they won't give it. If he knocks this in, I think they'll look over and go, no, you can putt that. It's one of those. It's just 2.5 feet.
So a chance for Andy Sullivan to try and get in first. The Italian's nice and close, looking like certainly going to make a 2. This for the English 2.
Come on. Come on!
Oh, it's in!
What a putt from Andy Sullivan. He will be buzzing.
That was only in the middle, chaps. Dead weight, right in the middle. And you're right with the putt for the Italians. It's gimme range, but he knocks it in. You're just going, well, okay, well, I've knocked mine in. Matteo, you'll go. He won't miss this. It's a straight downhill. It doesn't want to move a whole lot.
Could be a massive moment there. 1-1 in this match. If that misses, surely England go 2-1 down, playing the final hole. As it is, it's 1-1 and all to play for on the finale, which is what the 6th hole is called here at the Golf Sixes. And it's an exciting day because there is a slight change to the format. If there is a tie, David, some different things go on today, isn't there?
Yes, they'll go to a shortened playoff hole on the 6th there, par 3. They'll play it once as a regular match play hole. Should it still be tied, they'll go to nearest the pin. So going to be some exciting stuff if we see that.
Gouged out. Oh, what a shot. Makes its way onto the green. Strong boy, Alex Levy. They make their way onto that final hole. Let's just go back to the 5th. Knowing that the Italians were going to be in for a 2, needs to make this to keep it tied.
Brilliant moment. Sometimes you just have to hit a great shot right now. And that is exactly what the young Englishman did.
The wind's the same direction as yesterday, just down out of the right. You just want to waltz it down the right-hand side. The fairway cambers from right to left. So just aim it up the right at those bunkers. There's about 3 or 4 of them dotted up on the right-hand side. Just nail it and just release on it. Try to get some run. This is left.
There's out of bounds there. And there it is. Very uncharacteristic of Chris Wood there. Such a good driver of the golf ball. It isn't that far left, the out of bounds on this hole. So anything tugged with draw on it, there's a very good chance of finding that. That's roughly where the fan zone is here at Golf Sixes.
It's heaped pressure on Sully now, hasn't it?
Yeah, well, you know, he's the sort of guy, you know, Woody just waltzes it straight out of bounds, and, you know, you've got a partner like Sully who drives it so well from left to right. He's just, I'd put my house on this being on the fairway.
That's leaking a little down the right. Might have to get a groove on.
Ooh,
no.
No.
Big carry over that bunker.
That's the end of my house, Nick.
Ugh, Radar, you put the kibosh on him.
Yeah, that's not good there.
That will have to be the ball that they choose because Chris Woods is out of bounds, so they will not be reaching the green in 2. They'll have to make a birdie 4 on this par 5 the old-fashioned way. That will not be the old-fashioned way.
No need to shout 4. That is miles with a kindly bounce straight in the middle of the fairway.
So even before Manacero hits his tee shot, a huge advantage to the Italians playing this final hole.
Matteo can't reach that tee shot. That was pumped. Even though he has put on, when he first came out on tour, he was quite short, but he's probably put 20 on since he came on tour, probably 6 years ago.
It's a hole they've had a lot of success on this week as well. Say this week, it was just yesterday in the group stages. They played it 3 times. They were 4 under par for this final hole, the Italians. So good vibes.
Well, good vibes. The putt that Manacero holed last night to knock out the Swedes, to even be here this morning, was just such a pivotal moment.
Well, this was an incredible shot out from Lucas from halfway up the bank. Got Torbjorn onto the edge of the green, and he's got a slippery little chip back down. It's going to roll out a fair bit, but he looks to have got the measure of it.
Certainly has. Stone dead there. Very nice indeed. 1-0 up to the Danes there against the French.
Still a little chill in the air. You can see the bobble hat on. Call them bobble hats now, but there's no bobble anymore, is there?
No, what do they call them? Beanies?
Beanies, I think. Yeah.
Beanies.
Well, yes, now this putt is a outside chance. Uphill, over a little hump and a ridge. I suspect, I mean, they're circling it, but I suspect it's going to come off their left. That's what it looks like to me. And so far, no one's really taken the advantage in this match. All struggles off the tee, but an excellent shot in from Levy. Bordy, well known for his excellent putting.
Wow, Penny, you gave us a good read there. It did come in from the left, just not quite enough. Beautiful putt from Bordy there.
Team Italy, obviously a long way down this 6th fairway. They're going to reach easily, probably with a 5-iron or 6-iron. Team England here, Woody, right up here against the face. This is a definite layup. It's not an easy layup. All he'll be trying to do is just lay it up to his favourite yardage. And Sully and him have been discussing what Sully's yardage is, and that'll be around 110. So he just needs to negotiate that lip. It's not an easy task, really, for the layup.
Sully.
Let's see if we can hear what they say. A bit of strategy required now.
Sully's just been discussing he wants to be left 90.
Got the number 6.
No doubt it's a fun week, but at this particular point in the match, the pressure is on.
Yeah, good out.
Mark Crane, Chris Wood's caddy, saying well out, good shot. Hopefully that set up the perfect yardage for Andy Sullivan.
Yeah, that was good contact out of the bunker. It wasn't an easy bunker shot to lay it up. And as I said, Sully wanted 90 yards. We'll see how close they get to that. They won't be too far away. The Italians have 212. He's got himself a 5-iron. Wasn't too far out, 5 or a 6. He's got 5. It's one of those just to hold it up. The wind's out of the right-hand side. There's a lot of breeze. It's not an easy shot, this. With the flag being front, right. The bunker on the right-hand side comes into the equation.
He's asking it to go. What a shot, a superb shot for the Italians on the 6th hole. As Richard Boxall joins him in the box, and Richard, being an Englishman, what are your thoughts now?
Well, it's not looking in favour of England, I have to say, right now. Andrew Coulter